Good Thursday morning, Larry Sprinkle here along with, he came out of the darkness. Here's Chris.
Yeah, I guess I should turn a light on in here, how dark it is. There's
Yeah.
like one little light in the corner, so I have to get really close. But good day to you, Larry Sprinkle.
Good morning. And not, today it's just the really cold weather this morning. It'll be upper 40s. It's just the next 24 to 36 hours that we see this big change in our weather. We've been talking about it all week. And here we go, third weekend in a row that we got some wintry precipitation, wintry weather in our forecast. And once again, this storm system is not developed, expected to be a big area of low pressure off the coast. How much could we get? How much precipitation? I think this time it will be a rain to snow, nothing in between. Temperature profiles allow that. The most snow, more than likely, up there in the around the border counties between Tennessee and North Carolina, 4 to 6 inches. And then, Chris, I think everybody else, it's kind of all over the place. Mountains, definitely some snow. Once you get into the Charlotte area, some of the models indicating we could get a trace, others beyond that. I think.
Yeah, and I think one thing that all the models have been agreeing on is what you're seeing in the mountains, that 2 to 4 inches, the 4 to 6, especially along the Tennessee borders where you're having that up to 6 range. But I really picture what's happening Friday evening to Saturday morning be very similar to our last snow event. I think it's going to be similar consistency, pretty steady, maybe coming down to maybe a quarter to a half inch at max. I mean, that's the maximum it has. So very slow trickle, but then that will add up over several hours. But Larry, here's the first timing. We have 4 sets. We're going to show you 5 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then 1 a.m. Tell us what's going on at 5 p.m.
All right. It all starts out with rain. We got temperatures tomorrow in the mid to upper 40s. So it's really rain tomorrow afternoon across the year. It moves into Charlotte around 5, 6 o'clock. Those are rain showers here. Snow in the mountains. All starts as snow in the mountains up there. And then we take you as we go from about 5 o'clock into the early evening, that changeover to snow. And I think it's really going to be a direct changeover. We're not going to see the freezing rain or the sleet or anything like that. It just changes to snow. And then we got snow that continues throughout the evening and into the early hours Saturday morning. And I think really, Chris, it's those temperatures over the weekend dropping into the 20s Saturday morning that we see the potential for a lot of problems on the streets. There you go. That's right into the evening. And then overnight, take a look at what happens. It just stays as snow.
And that's the point there is a big thing with snow events for accumulation is duration. It's how long that they're going to last. So you saw by 9 o'clock, it had that little pink line, that rain snow line. At 1 a.m., it's completely widespread snow. So I really think that the window of opportunity for accumulating snow for Charlotte, just speaking of Charlotte, because the further northwest you go, you're seeing a little bit more. I think anytime really after 9 p.m. to about that 3 a.m., 4 a.m. hours thing where most of the snow is going to fall. So just keep that in mind. So here are the big hazards that we want to bring up here. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what falls or how much you have, as Larry mentioned, the temperatures are going to be dropping down to the mid-20s. Yeah. So rain, then snow, that's a wet road. That's wet. And temperatures dropping down below freezing. It's going to be a very dangerous start to your Saturday morning. So already now, a couple days out, if you have any plans for the morning hours before that sun's able to rise up, before temperatures get above freezing, not a great travel, especially if you're not comfortable driving in this type of weather.
What's going to happen, it's going to be one of those situations when everybody goes to bed. I mean, we've seen it before. You wake up in the morning and you're going to see the snow covering everything Saturday morning, covering the roads. The weekend is going to be a situation where we'll get some sun Saturday afternoon. So even though the temperature is going to be right around 38 degrees, the sun is going to help a little melting process. But then Saturday night into Sunday, it's going to drop into the teens, probably around 19 degrees in Charlotte. So once again, that's another freeze over situation. So you got another weekend with treacherous driving both Saturday and Sunday morning. It's like 3 weekends in a row. Here we go. Can we get out of this?
And I did some digging. I wanted somebody asked me on Twitter, when was the last time we had kind of 3 weekends? And it was actually the year 2000 that you had. I think it was 5 times that you had measurable snow. But I want to answer one question that Delana brought up. She said, are we going to get a watch or warning issued? So likely for our area, I think we're at least going to be under a winter weather advisory. So I think you can expect that at least. The mountains will be likely under a winter storm warning. So it's really later today, tonight at least, once we're within that 48-hour window that this is going to be happening, I think you're going to start seeing watches at least today. Bringing up some other places, we can't answer all these questions for snow totals. I see Fort Mill on here, Bessemer City, Kings Mountain. Expect 1 to 2 inches.
Yeah.
I think that's a good bet. Last time we saw about 1 to 3 inches across the area. That's pretty much what the greater Charlotte's going to be, that 1 to 3 inch range. But as Larry said, it's kind of an overnight thing. It's not a big deal if you're not driving in it, so just plan accordingly.
And once again, this is not developed.
Yes.
This is all supposition, speculation, theoretical. If that storm system moves a little bit farther out in the Atlantic Ocean, in fact, the GFS model has it kind of more out in the Atlantic, then that takes away the amount of snow that we get here. Mm-hmm. If it moves closer into the coast, then we get more snow. So, I mean, still at this point, it's speculative as to the totals that we get, but I think definitely, as Chris was saying, be aware we're going to see some more wintry weather right here in our area again this weekend.
Third time's a charm.